Chairman, sir, I rise to support the budget presentation by the Honorable CM, Conrad K. Sangma, and I do have a few submissions, sir. As pointed out in paragraph 1.6 about the law and order situation, even though the state have experienced some situation, it was the Home Department who took care and managed peaceful order to settle down. And we should also thank the civil society for lending a hand to bring peace in our state. Furthermore, with HNLC willing to help talks with the government, shows their confidence in the government and to bring about a healthy environment in the state. With such symbiosis arising in Meghalaya, I'm also so happy to see the government taking the IT sector to a new height. As in para 3.28, with side step taken to ensure new employment venture, the government has stepped up and brought in a new sector for employment generation, which will grow exponentially in the coming year. There is also a huge number of youth who have been employed by different companies outside the state. They seek occupation outside due to lack of opportunity within a state. Now, with such infrastructure provided by this government, we need to contain further employment within a state and attract several companies of the private sector to establish themselves here, and we will facilitate such opportunity in order to solve one of the employment problem. I take pride that our state is still yet to resolve para 1.7. 50 years of statehood, and this border issue is not yet. This issue is not to bother us nor the future generation anymore. Yet we are still stuck with the problem, and I applaud this government, the MDA government, taking this matter seriously, especially that my district Ribhoi is suffering from. Only this government has taken up this sensitive issue and communicated with the border state to resolve this once and for all, and this government is doing its best to come with the alignment of its border that will allow the people living there to flourish. And I take on para 7.9 to 7.13. We already know that promoting cultural and creative industry is always the essence of a state. We need to put research-based survey where these kind of problems become institutionalized and where it will bring about healthy pattern of never losing sight of our heritage even when we're entering a digital age. I strongly urge stakeholders and facilitators to such event or industry to come up with model sustainable program where the government can promote such itineraries. So, you have to look on the education sector a bit. We need more financial sanction. It must be prioritized in all existing institutions. I come from Ribhoi district, and I see a required and an urgent need of a government college. A lot of students that have passed from the secondary school, they come up for admission to Shillong. When they come up for admission to Shillong with the limited seat, it's become a big, huge problem. So I urge the government to set up in uplifting the rural literacy and especially preventing educational migration. Sir, in paragraph 6.1, where the government has put across that it has performed well in the implementation of various poverty alleviation programs. Through you, sir, I would request the government to take keen interest in this initiative by reaching out to all the individuals through a proper channel so that the youth are not termed unemployed and they will be able to serve the family and the society. Agriculture being the backbone of the state, and we need to highlight based on this. So, in para 4.2, is the main employment, agriculture, to the bulk of people in the state, and also the main source of our people income in rural area. But agriculture production in Meghalaya depends to a large extent to the small farmer, small marginalized farmer, in which it was not mentioned specifically. Sir, through their hard work and efficiency, that we can expect ultimate rise in the total output. Therefore, I suggest that the government should take steps should be taken to focus on small farmers, provide them with modernized and top priority with scheme to economic development. Sir, Umsning block, I like to bring to the notice of how, I don't know how many are well aware. We are one of the oldest blocks in the country. It was established in the year 1952. It was the only block that was catering to the Khasi and Jaintia people. It is a matter of pride, Umsning block. So, sir, I request the government to look into this Umsning block where its condition is very bad when it comes to the infrastructure, and the demand of the people that Umsning block also should be brought ahead to a civil subdivision. CM sir, I think so you should take that into consideration. And I have another point, two more points before I resume my seat. So one of the main factor that I stand here because for the women empowerment. I see there's a delay in implementing the Swadhar Greh scheme in the state. The scheme was introduced to cater to primary needs of women in the different circumstances, and the scheme is meant to provide institutionalized support for rehabilitation of these women so they could lead their life with dignity. This scheme is yet to materialize in Ribhoy, and I want the government to speed up in this matter. So these are the very few submissions from my side, and thank you for giving me this short period of time to address the various implementation by the government, and I resume my seat. Thank you.
Thank you.